Dumelang, you loyal people, you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Where do I start? Ha bophelo ke jig. Bophelo ke skripoto. Bophelo ke tapeti mtase. Ha sa re tlhagela le tapeti so. I'm sure you're asking yourself, and then what's going on? Is this still stories with K-Mesh? This is still stories with K-Mesh, my friend Timara. Hey! We went through. Ankere here we are discussing umkoho. The umkoho of life, guys, caused us to come up with contingency plans. Kari last minute, y'all can see we are starting late. Y'all can see the set is not here. Amara one day so far, but who's over right? Let's just leave it there. Who's over right? The good news is we have a show as always. The good news is I have a story as always. The good news is I have a guest as always. The good news is I am bringing you yet another hustle by another amazing young person. Who is this person name? The way I cook on yes, Yanaki the one, Yanaki king, huh? Even I can say queen or king, whichever one is more important than the other. Oh, Hona Horiena, she made sure. For listen to him, which changes. The set had to change to accommodate the queen. This is the queen's birthday month, you guys. The queen wants picnic things and the queen got picnic things. Hello! But taking all things work together for our good. The queen is happy. I want y'all to see the queen. Before you see the queen, I want you to imagine beautiful, nice African hair, nice pond, nice zazi. Queen! Do you have superpowers?
No, not yet.
How did you put this together?
It's natural, it's spiritual.
You just come with the aura of getting things to change for you.
Everything must be done according to the king's wishes, you know.
Can we just discuss? Why does life have to be so difficult?
I don't know, you know, life doesn't stop things from happening. It's just the way it is, you know.
Like things happen.
Yes.
You just come up with challenges over challenges. How do you feel? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about the challenges that we went through behind the scenes to get here.
I'm not shocked, you know. I'm not shocked. Everything that I do has to have challenges. I'm so used to it. Everything. As long as it's going to be productive, challenges. Satan must just come and make us dance, you know, before everything else. And eventually it comes together and eventually it becomes beautiful. And we appreciate it also.
Yeah, the process.
Yes, because the process is very important.
My goodness! I felt like giving up. At some point, you guys, we were like, okay, we are no longer doing this shoot. Let's just, because... And you are used to this. It happens all the time.
It happens all the time with all of my projects.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. The other time we were doing the 48-hour film project.
Yeah.
And we edited the film.
Yeah.
And right when it was about to render, Takasi called me.
So you lose everything. The editing process.
Yes. It was not over. We had to pick up computers to another place. It was a disaster. But it eventually came together and it was beautiful. I'm so used to it. Like when challenges don't happen, I start thinking that
it's not it.
Yeah, this is not it. This is not. Why isn't the devil trembling at this?
Yeah.
You know? So
because the devil is in the business of stopping good things.
Exactly. So if he's not stopping it, if he's just sitting there like, yeah, go on.
He knows that it's not gonna happen or it's not gonna be.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Since everything is different today, before she introduces herself, you've heard her voice. I just want us to finish this conversation of challenges when you are doing something. Like in that process when you are met with challenges and everything is against you, what keeps you going to finish? Why else I give up?
I remember at first when I started and I started facing challenges.
Yeah.
I used to cry.
Yeah.
And I used to throw myself on the floor and roll, and I don't want to do this anymore.
Yes.
But it made me realize that that's how we write stories. When we write our stories, we give our characters challenges because that's what makes them realistic. So why do we want our characters to have challenges when Tina we don't want to have any of that?
And we like characters that have challenges because we relate as people.
Yes.
Characters. Shonda Rhimes said, "I don't understand why people don't understand that the world of TV should reflect the world that we live in."
Exactly.
So we like Annalise Keating because she's going through things that we can relate to.
Exactly.
I sing these stories, guys, in Zanzi where the whole community knows each other.
How realistic is that?
Like, how do you come from Alex and you know the CEO in
Doesn't make sense.
Santon?
Doesn't make sense. And the whole family in Alex knows the CEO, even the children.
It doesn't make sense. Okay, you guys, today, Kinali Storyteller, as you can see, I wore a t-shirt for you.
Thank you.
Like, I wore a t-shirt. Like, can we just acknowledge that this woman is special? This woman has superpowers. I wore a t-shirt for you. I haven't even spoken to her about storytelling, but she's already said that's how she's spoken about characters and storytelling. What's
Yes.
And so this is coffee. This is tea. What do you want? I want you to introduce yourself the best way you know yourself.
Okay.
You know? Because sometimes you have changed, you have grown as a person and things like that. So I want you to introduce yourself on some my name is so-so, I was born so-so by so-so, I am the firstborn of so-so, I grew up where, just the way you want to introduce yourself.
Alright. Well, my name, my birthday is Lerato Pushiamofukeng, and I have so many nicknames, guys.
Okay, tell us!
I have so many nicknames. Everyone who sees me, they just feel the need to just bless me with a nickname.
Okay.
So because my name is Lerato, it depends where I am.
Yeah.
Because they call me Lovers, my friends call me Lele.
Yes, Lele, I've seen Lele.
Yes, and white people call me Lovey.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, and yeah. But one of my favorite nicknames is Queen Posh. Well, that's what my lover calls me. So,
yeah. Okay, so where did you get the name Queen Posh? You got it from him?
Not necessarily. I think the queen has always came.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, how different from other queens am I if I'm just?
Yeah.
So eventually, he's the one that uses it the most.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But you came up with Queen Posh.
Yes.
Okay. So Queen Posh is the brand.
Oh, the brand. We're already talking about.
No. I just want the brand name. What do we call you?
Yeah, Queen Posh, definitely.
We're calling you Queen Posh.
Yes.
Alrighty. Okay. Yes.
Where's the fresh milk?
The fresh milk is here and that.
Oh, okay.
We have fresh milk. Moshong banabes. Yes. Okay, so happily, and you were born.
I was born by a beautiful woman by the name of Fatima Mofokeng. She's an amazing mother.
She's so sweet. Your mother is so sweet. Did she ever shout at you?
What's the definition of shouting?
Did she like
she beat me this one time there. She beat me so hard, and after beating me she cried. That was the only time she's ever laid her hand on me.
Why did she cry?
I was not because she hurt me. Like she's soft like that.
She's so soft.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
So she's soft like that, and I was born in Lesotho.
Hi, I have international people here today.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I was born in
Lesotho. Shock of my life.
I was born in Lesotho in 1992 at my great-grandmother's birthday. Yes, I was born there, and then I stayed there for like a few years. Yeah, about 2 years, and then I came home to come stay with my grandmother. She worked good kitchening in Douglas Day. So I stayed with her.
This is the mother of your mother.
Yes, this is the mother of my mother. And mind you, in Douglas Day, I grew up with white people.
Yes.
So I need to make an disclaimer. Yes. I need to make an disclaimer that a lot of people The thing is also, English is one of the first languages I had to speak. That's what I learned.
Because how fit yes.
And my grandmother is also very color-ish, mixed-ish.
Are they colored, really?
I don't know. They're mixed.
Okay.
They're mixed.
Yeah.
So I stayed there for...
Where's mom when you're staying there?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, I stayed there. Probably also because I don't remember. I was still young. I don't remember. And then, oh yeah, then my mom comes in where I have to start school in 1999. And so I went to stay with her in Orange Farm for a year. And then my great-grandmother was sick and they had to find somebody to take care of her. And I had to go back to Lesotho for how many years? 3 years to take care of my grandmother at that age. So,
what age is this now? Woman, 4?
Oh, yeah, because I'm in grade 1. I had just finished grade 1. So
you are going to take care?
Yes. I don't know what's the definition of take care exactly.
Yeah.
Because maybe they were just looking for someone who
Yeah.
anything happen. Yeah. So yeah, but they defined it as
take care.
Yes. Yes. It's just me and great grandmom and my great granddad. My favorite. So rest in peace.
Amen.
And then I came back again. Ooh, I changed school, guys. So many times. So every time I travel, it's new school. New school. And then I came back to stay in Orange Farm again when I was doing my grade 5. Yes. So I did my grade 5, my grade 6, my grade 7, my grade 8 in Orange Farm. And then I moved.
I feel like I don't know you.
Came to Deep Snoot. And then, yeah, I came to Deep Snoot when I'm Labo. And
now in Deep Snoot,
my mom's.
So she moves here?
Yes.
Okay.
She moves here because she had a job in 4 ways. And traveling to Orange Farm was a lot for her. So we all had to move and come stay in the sun. Yes. So we went to Benamlapo for
Where are the siblings?
My younger brother was...
So it's just you and your younger brother?
Yes, just the 2 of us. It's just the 2 of us. We are always separated and coming together at some point, you know. When we stayed in Deep Snoot, we stayed together. A few years when we stayed in Orange Farm, we also stayed together. But most of the years we were always apart. Yeah, especially at the very young ages.
Yeah.
So we were always apart.
Yeah. And where's dad?
Nobody knows where dad is. Nobody knows where dad is.
Do you know him?
No. I don't know that guy. I don't know that guy.
Ever?
No.
Any conversation with mom?
The conversations are always so awkward.
Yeah.
You know, it's a topic we could never touch.
Really? Yeah.
I see how much it hurts her as well, so I try not to bring it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, nobody knows where dad is. And maybe that's fine.
Yeah.
But with my spiritual discovery as well, I'm very curious finding out what kind of a person is he, you know? Because even in my family I'm the darkest with complexion.
Yeah.
And clearly I picked it from my dad. So it's one of those.
Yes, because your younger brother is light skinned, your mom is very colored, your grandmother as well.
Everywhere. So I'm just the dark one.
Yeah.
And so there's those little curiosity about him, but my mom did a good job.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, we appreciate her.
Yeah. Do you are like, there's only one person
Yes.
came to the show whose dad is present.
Oh. Okay.
I've done a number of shows, I've had a number of interviews, even though some we haven't aired as yet, but it's a pattern, it's something that is continuously happening. People come here, and mind you, the people that come here are not just, are not just. It's people that I know they are doing something with their lives, they are pushing something, they are every day becoming successful. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you are doing so well. For you to come here, it means you are doing well in whatever that you are doing, but the fathers are not there.
That's the thing. I always find it so difficult when I watch people's stories and they're like, yeah, my life is like this because my dad left. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
You know? I feel like a lot of people don't realize that life is yako, and everything and every decision you do is for you. It's not for your dad. It's not for your mom. My mentor loves saying that children come through us, but not for us. So whatever the life that you choose to live and the decisions that you make in life, the consequences are not going to be suffered by someone else. It's you. You have to live in it. And when it's painful, and it's understandable to grow up without parents, and it's understandable how life can like literally like mess you up. But at the end of the day, you still have to choose you. You know, you still have to choose how
the absence of the father or the mother affects you. And if you are affected, you still have to choose to say, I'm gonna go for counseling, I'm gonna deal with this pain in my heart, I'm gonna let it go, and I'm gonna push forward in my life.
This is life. So what? Your dad is not around, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. You still have to live. You still have to go forward.
The queen! Yes! We finished matric, and then what?
Ooh, we finished matric, and then... So I finished my matric in 2011. 2012, I got a job at a marketing company. So throughout my school years, especially my high school years, I was already involved in arts. I was already getting gigs in arts. My art was already paying me by that time. So when I finished matric, actually I remember I wanted to drop out in grade 10. Because it's like, school is wasting my time.
Yes.
I already know what I want to be. Why am I going to school?
Yes. And what is your art?
I write.
Yes.
I direct. I act. Oh, I do so many things. I teach. I do arts. I do arts.
You're an artist.
Yes.
All round.
Yes. So after my matric, I already knew what I wanted to do. So after my matric, I already knew that this is the direction I'm taking. I'm going to do arts. So I get a call from this company called Shimba Marketing. They're looking for people. And they're looking for industrial actors. So I was like, yes, why not? This is actually perfect. And they gave us the scripts, and then we read the scripts, and it was beautiful. And when I do go to Shimba, I go with some of the people that were with Kopon Talent Tech. Tabo was there. A few people that I knew were there, actually.
By the way, you guys remember that this person was mentioned here many times. Many times. So now you get to meet her. Sipho was here, Sipho Mdingi was here. He mentioned Lerato and propaganda arts. Jack was here. He mentioned Lerato and propaganda arts. This is the boss. Now we get to hear the boss. Yes.
Yeah, so we get to Shimba. We are doing industrial acting. It's beautiful. We are traveling. You know, life is nice. You know, like, it's always in the bag, because as soon as you want to spend it, they're sending you somewhere else.
And then they pay.
They pay you. They pay good, because it was daily, hourly ratings, and you just finished school. So,
so it's a lot.
And you also meet amazing artists, famous artists. I remember there was Uma Orange there. There was a lot of them. And yeah, it was beautiful. It was beautiful until... So I'm one person, I'm very fussy.
Okay.
I have this thing, I love my things to
go accordingly.
Yes, and I always make sure when I do my job, I do it. I don't half bake it or half cook it. And the company had some issues, and I had to leave because I wasn't comfortable anymore. Because I couldn't perform my work to the standard that I wanted to, so I had to go. And then when I left there, I went to Technisa College. There was bursaries coming out everywhere, and I was like, studying, okay, let's do this, let's check it out. And I went to Technisa. I was doing marketing for the first year, and in 8 months I dropped out.
Yeah. And what's going on in your mind as you're
in my mind? I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be in institutions that I felt imprisoned. I felt I must be told when I must be in class and when I must be out, and how I must look and how I mustn't look. And also, I'm reading this thing. Yeah, I understand it. It's great, but I feel like when they do module 2, I've already done it. I already understand it. And I feel like this is a waste of time. I want to do art. I can't.
You don't want to do this. You don't like what you're doing.
I didn't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
So I dropped out.
And how did you feel dropping out? Did you think, they're gonna say this, or my mom is gonna say this?
I stopped leaving for people a long time ago. To me, what people say don't matter. Legit, it doesn't. Like, they're the last people I think about. Yeah. So my thing was, I was mad at myself because I never do anything and not finish it. Everything that I do, I want to do it and finish it.
And do it proper.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a disappointment for my side that I had to choose not to do it because I didn't want to do it, in spite of me wanting to finish things. So I've always told myself that one day I'll go back and finish that
marketing
for marketing, yes. One day, but not now.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, it was a bit of a strain for me, and I felt like, oh, you're a quitter, and you know. But at the back of my mind, I knew that I made the right decision when I was okay with it. My mom also, my mom lets me be. When I was 13, my mom used to say to me, you mustn't go anywhere. And I would call my mom stuck in Joburg. Like, what? Stuck in Joburg? Yeah. I don't know how to come back. And she's like, but I told you not to go anywhere. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm here now. What are we going to do about it? You know? Yeah. So she stopped trying to control my life like that. So even when I dropped out, I knew it wouldn't be a big deal with her.
For her, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you drop out and then?
I drop out.
But even when you were still doing marketing, you're still in the arts.
Yes, I'm still teaching the arts. And then I get information from a friend of mine that there is this place called in Nigeria. They're looking for people who are interested in cooking. I am probably what age by this time? Around 20s?
Yeah.
And I can't cook. The only thing I can do is puppet eggs. I can't cook, and for me, I did it because I wanted to learn how to cook. Not that I wanted to be a chef or whatever. I just went there because I wanted to know how to cook, because I knew one day I wanted a family with kids and I wanted to cook for them. So I take up the course.
You go to cooking?
Yes, in 2030. I do professional catering, culinary. For it was 1 year, 6 months. Yeah, 18 months. Yes.
So and you get a certificate?
Yes, I get a diploma with Intech and a practical certificate. And within the course, they also have mentorship courses and whatnot. So you learn it. That place taught me a lot, I must say. Excuse me. It's a beautiful Christian place. It's a recovery center. And they also check your room when there's clean or it's sharp and whatnot, you know. So it teaches you.
So you were staying there?
Yes, you have to stay there. So it teaches you a lot of things. It taught me a lot of things. It taught me a lot of things about life, and the mentorship courses there also helped me a lot in life, you know. So yeah, I do that until 2015. I finished in 2015, and immediately when I get done in 2015, a friend of mine says, look, there's this organization in Youth in Action, and they got funding. They are looking for a director, and I'm like, I'm not sure.
There's opportunities coming to you, man. Can you? You're just blessed.
Yes,
you're just favored.
Yes, definitely, no doubt. And I said to her, I'm not sure. Let me meet these people. Let me see them. Let me see if I'm interested in actually teaching, because it was my first formal teaching platform. And I go there. It was here by the library, Koholo. I get there and I'm just chilling, you know. They tell us about discipline all the time.
Yes.
And that's the standard. So I get to the hall and these kids come, you don't greet. You just pass. I'm like, what? Why must I do this? That's ill mannered. They don't know who I am. They just stop greeting, and I tell my friend, I can't teach these kids.
So what do you have to teach them? Drama?
I have to do, yes, drama. I'm not sure if I'm okay with teaching drama.
Okay.
But yeah, I had to direct them in a manner. And I tell my friend, no, I can't teach these kids. These kids are about to do this and whatnot. And my friend says, the only reason I took up that job is because this friend of mine says to me, but if they're ill-disciplined and you want to leave them,
what does that say about you? You teach them the manners.
You can teach them how to be disciplined.
Yeah.
They don't know. They only know how to act. And I'm like, oh, actually, it's not a bad idea. and I do the job. I do the job, and it's amazing. I meet these amazing kids, you know, that are fired up and talented. And I direct them for a while. I take them to different theaters and different festivals, and unfortunately, in the middle of all of that, I get fired. I get fired because, I don't know, I was too demanding, I guess. Because I always wanted the kids to go get their opportunities, you know? And I didn't understand what's stopping us from going to a certain place for the kids to perform. It was always about the kids I was teaching. And so I get fired. And the kids say to me, if you are leaving with Ifatamaya, then I'm like, but where are you going to go? Because I don't have a formal platform like that. And that's how propaganda starts.
What?
Yes, that's how propaganda starts. And I register this company.
Because of these kids?
Because of this
who are saying,
yes.
So
I register the company and I'm like, okay, guys, great, but if you're going to be under me, we have to work like this and work like that, and not like this and not like this. They're like, no problem, whatever you want.
What is propaganda? What does it mean? Why the name propaganda?
Okay, so propaganda is quite controversial in a sense that a lot of people just know propaganda from politics.
Yes!
And I think
politics, propaganda for war.
Exactly. And I always find it to be so interesting to challenge a person like that. To say, okay, just because you know one side of propaganda,
of a word,
don't you want to go and find out more about this word? You know? I chose propaganda because when I read the meaning, it's exactly what I wanted to do. Promote information, give people information through the arts, you know. I write my content to provoke thought. I make sure when you watch my content, you go back and say, Asia.
And think, and reflect.
Exactly. That's why I do what I do. And propaganda meaning said exactly that. You know, somebody who's willing to publish information by all means necessary to make sure it reaches everybody. And it also says that whether good or bad news. So when people read propaganda and they think bad, that says nothing about me. It says a lot about you. To say, wow, okay, you know. So I always tell people propaganda when I started it because I wanted it to be a home for artists. I don't want to keep them there forever. That has always been my mission.
So what you wanted to
groom them, teach them everything I know, and pass them on. The industry is big. You know, I wanted them to go into the industry and be the best, you know, versions of themselves as possible. That's all I've ever wanted.
Sure. And you never went to any formal school for arts?
No.
And what are you teaching? Where do you get all this information?
So I'm giving okay, formal education. No, I didn't get any formal education at it. So what I did is when I left Born Talented, I joined someone that I thought was bigger than Born Talented. Because my objective has always been to open a company. So even when I went to Born Talented, I went to learn so I could teach. So when I went to SOS, I went to SOS to learn so I could teach. So I explored a lot of workshops, I explored a lot of community groups, I explored a lot of reading. Reading is important, reading is so important. Because my objective has always been finding my voice as a teacher, you know, and I understood.
You've always seen yourself as a teacher.
Yes, I've always seen myself as a teacher, and so I think more than anything, reading taught me a lot. Reading taught me a lot.
So what are you reading, like arts?
I read everything, everything, but arts based most of the time. You know, I'm always trying to find out how can I make the character even better. You know, and they give me so many information, speech patterns, and all the things that I never thought were important when you're acting or whatever. You know, and being with so many different people helped me find myself. Just okay, with you I like that,
but I like this, I won't do this. With you this.
Yes. So that's how I came up to be the teacher at propaganda arts.
Sure. And then you start propaganda arts. Where are you? Do you have funding? What do you do with these kids? Do you have a space?
So I start propaganda as I'm in deep suit. I stay with my mom, and my mom can go understand the art. This thing, you know. And at the same time, I remember when I started propaganda as I was shooting in Mzansi Bicycle film. And so I have no funding. No money. They just got fired. They didn't even pay me my last salary to make matters worse. So I've been staying here, so I know the requirements. Who do I go to for Akibata space? Yes. Who do I go to Akibata so, you know? So I find space for community halls, and I make a schedule. And I say, guys, we'll talk about every day or as suitable. So that's how it starts. Yes.
And then you start. It's your first day. The kids come. What is the plan? What are we gonna do? Do you have the resources to take them to the theaters?
I think when it started, it was just that thing. As long as I'm with you and you are with me,
we will see.
Yes, we will see. You know, God will make a plan. Things will come together as long as we are just doing. And that's exactly what happened. We came together. We were just doing, and Habari audition go. Guys, look, this is what's happening. That's a so. Also, one of the things that helped me get propaganda is the parents of these people. Because most of the people ban about, especially in the early days, I made sure I meet their parents. Because I keep telling you know. So I made sure they meet me and I get their numbers. So they trusted me with their kids. So just like, no, we have to go to the state theater for auditions. They understood.
They give the kids money for transport.
Yes. And yes, there were those kids, you know, things don't come together. Always, if there's anything I taught, but when they get a level of propaganda artists, that you're family. You are family. So Hamilton not sure that we made a plan. We made a plan of we are all going there together. And even when we are there, it's not just work. You get each other's bag. You get each other's bag. So that has always been the case. Yes.
And then moving right along, where is propaganda? What's going on in all these years? What are these people talking about coming here saying propaganda, Lerato?
So I can't really put it in years like that.
Yeah.
But just to summarize, our first breakthrough is when we go to these auditions in the state theater. And even when we go to the auditions, we are not going to the auditions for written. To be honest with you, we are just going. And we get there. We just wanted to go to the state theater. And we get to the state theater, we play, and you know, as I'm a you know, and we leave. And we leave, and the year goes by, and we're going to smaller places. I think luck is on my side. Because even through that, we would get gigs, you know. We would get gigs to say, you have to come do industrial theatre this side. You have to come do this side. So, yeah, that's what happens. And then, 7 or 8 months later, I get a text message on Facebook from Hauke. And Rachel said, I've been looking for you. Where have you been? You guys made it through to the auditions, but we couldn't find you. We're like, what?
Who is Rachel?
Which auditions are you talking about?
8 months later.
You know, like, who are you? And Rachel said, no, this is, she worked for the State Theatre at that time. And she says, no, I work for the State Theatre. And I appreciated the lengths she took to find you, you know? And great, we celebrated. We go to the State Theatre. What? Get to the State Theatre. I was the only female director.
So what are you directing? It's a play by you?
No. First year of the State Theatre, you direct a South African author.
Okay.
So you make it your own.
Okay.
So me and the group and the facilitator from Tutu Spusi, so we sit down and we say, which play are we going to go for? And Spusisa says, no, there's this nice play. Called Tabang, the Third Testament by Lara Foot. But it's a two-hander. Like a two-hander.
And the other one does not speak.
You know? It's a two-hander, you know?
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, Give me a script, let me see. I read through the script and I love this piece. I fall in love with it instantly. And I'm like, this is what we're doing. We're going to break this 2-hander piece into a 7-main show. We're going to break it down into a 7-main show. It's supposed to say, great. How? Like, okay, great. Let's see. Let's work things through. And we break down the characters that the narrator talks about. And, you know, everyone plays like 4 to 5 characters in the story. And the story becomes beautiful, you know? And we call on Sipo. That's when Sipo comes in to play the narrator of the story. And I remember because I had to direct the story, I couldn't also direct myself within it. So I would just do the other pieces and I would be like, Sipo, I know you got me like that. So when we did perform, we hardly rehearsed my part and his. But it flowed, you know? It was beautiful, and we got so many awards from that show that year. I remember we won Best Production, won Best Director, Best Actor, Best everything, and yeah.
Can I need it best? I don't chill here with just nobody. I chill with best.
Yeah. And then we go for second year. So second year, you do your play.
Okay.
That was the hardest year for us.
Okay.
We go for the second year. People have grown. They're done with school now. They have to find jobs. They have to go to varsity. Yay, people are not around. Like, it's bad. And our rehearsal time is like minimum. You know what I mean? Things are not coming together. But within the things not coming together, for me, it was like, it's okay. There's something. I'm always that person, you know. And when things don't go together, I always know that it's God. It's not our plan. I can let your will be done. So even when we don't understand the will, we let it be. So we continue regardless. And we go to the state theatre the second year and we don't win. And the second year it was the season. Yeah.
So you wrote the play?
Sipo wrote the play.
Oh,
and I took
you
it
directed
yes.
it.
Yes. So we go there with the play, and yeah, from the state theatre, that's when I realized that my people have grown. And honestly, I'm at the point where I've taught them everything
that you know.
I have nothing to offer anymore, and I had to let them go. I had to say, guys, it's time.
And how do you do that as a leader? How do you not hold on even when you see, Hori, I can let these people fly?
I think as a leader, you can't be a leader and hold people back like that. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't be a leader and be selfish like that. You know, it's so frustrating when I see other leaders do that to their kids. It's very frustrating. Because when you get into a person's life, you get into a person's life to change it.
To
it's like
enrich
them.
Yes,
it's a ripple effect.
Yeah.
You throw the stone and the ripples. You know, you need to allow those people to also create their own ripples somewhere. And for me, I had to stop being a leader and become a friend and a supporter. And to say, guys, I'm behind you 100%. Anything that you need, I'm here. But I have nothing to offer you at the moment. And
I've offered you all of me.
All of it. All of it. There's nothing left. And yeah, that's what happened. And then I moved. I went to Kagiso. Yes.
And so propaganda is done in Diepsloot at the time.
It's done in Diepsloot.
It's dissolved. The kids are doing their thing.
They're doing their own thing. They're doing their own thing, and I moved to Kagiso. And careers change, you know. I get to Kagiso. I see this artistic school program by the Department of Arts and Culture, and I apply for it, and they take me. Great. I'm a facilitator. I facilitate the first year
in school.
Drama.
What if I take
drama? I facilitate there, and then second year into the same program, there's the same program run by Sidikwa Arts Academy in Binoni, and they're looking for people that apply for it. And when I applied for it, to be honest with you, I was just applying because I know that Biko hires people with qualifications.
Yes.
You know, they don't play around.
You don't have the qualifications, but you've got the skills.
I've got the skills.
You've been doing this.
I've been doing it. And I apply with that. And when I apply with that, I go to an interview, and Mom Phyllis says to me, "Oh, I see you're a chef." I say, "Yes, I'm a chef." And she tells me about this theatre somewhere overseas where they create food according to the feel of the play. And I'm like, I don't know what she's talking about. But I'm like, And she didn't even ask me questions. She's like, oh, okay, so you're interested in this program? I'm like, yeah. Also, I see you did it with the department. He said, yes. He says, no, welcome home. It's an amazing program. That's when I got my first qualification as a facilitator. Because before you actually go to school, you must attend workshops. And in the workshops, you do everything.
You learn how to facilitate.
You learn how to facilitate everything, not just drama. You go there, you learn how to facilitate dance, you learn how to facilitate visual art, you learn how to facilitate music and so yes, that's where I am now.
You still with Sibigwa and you're teaching the kids Koskolo. And what is the vision for propaganda arts? Where are we going?
The vision for propaganda arts, propaganda arts, you know the Taylor Perry Studios.
Yes.
I want the big buildings with studios. I want a theater, I want a production house. So I want propaganda to be a production house that deals with television, theater, and what do you call it? Manufacturing.
Okay, but you're still passionate about teaching the kids. You still wanna.
I'm very passionate about teaching the kids. You know,
Yeah.
I was telling this other person here a few days back.
Yeah.
To say teaching drama is not just teaching drama. It's teaching life.
It's teaching life.
You know?
Yes, that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
It's teaching life.
Yeah.
It's teaching people how to make better choices in life. It's teaching people how to handle yourself around other people.
Yes.
It teaches you everything. So even if you don't want to be a theater practitioner or you don't want to be in television, please do drama. You know, for your confidence, for yourself.
Also to open up your mind, to think critically. To heal. To heal.
Yeah.
Art is healing.
Exactly.
What we are doing here is healing.
Yes.
And you know, as somebody who's groomed these people, here is Jack. You know, he's making waves. We forgot to add in Jack's episode that Jack he now has this new web series, ne?
Yeah.
He now has this new web series. You're gonna see him on the YouTube. It's on YouTube, ne? Somewhere.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but he's making moves. Here is people who made moves and they've all come out of here. How does that feel?
I can't claim Sipo like that.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know.
I can't claim
yes,
Sipo like
Sipo was our baby.
Exactly.
But I know, yeah.
But I've worked with him, so he's a good friend of mine also. So I care about him a lot.
Yeah. But the fact that you've directed him
at some
and
point.
now he gets to be directed by the big people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What was the question?
How does that feel for you as a leader?
It's proud moments.
Yeah.
It's like when you're a mother and you see your child graduate for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, wow, you did well. You know.
Yeah.
You also give yourself a pat on the back, like
I'm also.
you know.
Yeah.
So it's beautiful to see them blossom like that.
Yeah.
I've always told them that I want nothing but the best for you. Even when I punish them, I was like, I'm not doing this because I want to. I'm doing this because I know it's good for you. And in the long run, you'll understand why I did everything, even at this moment in time, it hurts you. So I'm very proud of everything that they're doing. I'm very proud of all of my kids, even the ones that you guys don't see on television. They do so well. I have Propaganda had one girl child. She's at Nelson Mandela now studying. Very proud of all of them.
Sure. Okay, let's talk about Queen Posh.
Yes.
The brand.
Yes. What about it?
What about it? What are we looking forward to? We are seeing the logo, the Queen Posh. What's going on? What are we buying into? What are you selling to us?
So, Queen Posh is a brand for women, by all means necessary. I can never box it into just one thing. I have come to a point where people call me a feminist.
Okay. Are you a feminist?
I have no idea what a feminist is.
Okay.
I just know that I favor women.
Yeah.
I favor the people that are less favored.
Yeah.
I've always been like that. My mom always says, your friends are so weird.
Yeah.
And I always fight for people's rights like that, you know. But women's rights are very close to my heart. And I hate patriarchy with all of my heart. I'm very passionate about that. I don't know why people call it feminist or what feminist means, but okay.
Yeah.
So I started the brand Queen Posh because I wanted it to be for women. When we grow up as girls, we are not taught how to favor each other like that.
Why?
Because we are always competing. Our parents have always been competing, so they teach us that. Competition. And what's the big deal with marriage? You know? So it's like we mapped out. You must behave like this, you must wear like this, you must talk like this, you must sit like this. You know, everything is.
What are the ashes that they really like you? They're just like coming to you.
They'll make me.
This is the fire. Yeah.
So I started the brand to empower a lot of girls, you know, to say
you can be different. It's okay.
And you can love on another woman. It's
okay.
It's okay for you
to say, Lerato, you've got a little bit of ash
you know?
on your side. I don't want you coming out of the camera like that.
You know what
that's I mean? Okay.
It's okay. We have this belief, Ona, as Banyana, to think that another person's beauty is an absence of your own. You know? Like if I tell Kiriboni is beautiful, it's gonna take something from me. I must be the one ever. But it's not like that. Kiriboni can be beautiful and I can be beautiful in the same space. We are different like that and that's okay.
And you know, and Kiriboni is beautiful in her own way. Exactly. You are beautiful in your own way.
Exactly.
Why are we competing? Like I think you said it. We are just, our lives are just mapped out like that. We are just.
Yes, and we don't want another person to have a better man. We don't want another person to be prettier, especially another woman. We don't want another woman to have it like that, and it's a problem. This thing, you know, it's a huge problem because,
and we are all fighting for the attention of men.
You know, I watched the show. I don't know if I should mention it.
Okay, the show.
Yes,
watch the
show. This show where people cheat on each other, and you find this woman taking the men there, and then they get there, and the first person they fight is another woman. I'm like, what did that woman do to you?
Start with your man.
What the? You know how what's I saying? And you'll never find men do that. Men are like
I'm cheater, I would say
exactly. They're always on some but we allow that to happen all the time. All the time. We don't love each other like that. And it's a problem because there's a story I wanted to write as well on women and the killings of women at this point in South Africa. And it's very sad when you research and you find out that the real people behind the killings of women is other women. It's very sad to say we are out here saying, yeah, men are trash, men are killing us, but the person behind the men killing you is a woman. The woman is sending the men to come kill her, but she's the mastermind in the kidnapping, you know? But we don't have those conversations. We don't want to be realistic about how much women on women hate can really damage the society. We don't want to talk about that. We always want to blame the other gender. Yes, they're not the best, they're not great, but we need to take some responsibility
as well. Women.
You know, at some point, we need to teach our daughters better. We need to do better. So that's why the brand Queen Posh. Queen Posh is gonna come out mostly on clothing labels.
So it's a so when I buy a clothing, let me just say a clothing from you, and I'm wearing it, I'm celebrating women, celebrating love for another woman.
Yes, and you're also celebrating yourself.
Yeah, as a woman.
Yes, my brand is. I also started it because there's so many brands for guys. It's you know, and we are tired of wearing this jacket.
Yeah,
that's so amazing.
Yeah.
So I want to also promote that. Let's feel beautiful and make an effort. Is that, you know, when you come from a happy space, it's easy for you to see beauty in another person. So when you're wearing a jacket that you like, when you feel good about yourself,
you can say to someone else, "Oh man, casual," because me and I feel sharp. I feel small.
You know what I mean? So it's about that. Be confident, be happy within yourself, so that you can be happy with interactions and connections that you make with other people. you know, so that you don't dent people, you don't hurt people like that. Because people are already hurt, and we hurt them with such smallest things. Why aren't you snacks? You know, such small things. Exactly.
I like the fact that you are bringing up such amazing conversations here that we really need to talk about, you know, as women and just as young people, that we are hating on each other as girls and for the men. I mean, I'm also thinking about situations where you get married into a family and your sister-in-law hates you.
Why?
And then she gets married into another family and her sister-in-law hates her.
Yes.
What is that? It's a pattern.
It's a toxic pattern. It's a very toxic pattern. I don't know.
And women are so powerful. If we could just come together as women. If we could just come together as women.
Amazing things will happen.
Listen, I ain't saying anything about nobody, but the other gender can do nothing without the other. Y'all can figure it out. And if the other gender could just come together, we can suck the other.
That's true. That's true. And we don't realize how much our power scares the other gender.
We have like,
no idea.
And as women, we have the power. Listen, as we need women in the leadership. We need women leading the churches. We need women leading in government. We need women starting propaganda arts.
That's true.
We need women leading brands because listen, if bar mosadi kena atshwarang lelapa, then mosadi kena atshwarang society.
Exactly.
We have the power to change. We have the power because you know what we do as women, as mothers. Riri, when I catch the control, and then abuta how is
I was having
the boy grows up in the like a
exactly. And we need to stop that mentality that women are objects. Where we are supposed to cook for you and where we are supposed to clean for you and whatnot, and the men must provide. Because to be honest, that's really, really overrated. That's why men leave us, because we put so much heavy weight on them.
And sometimes they can't afford.
And also they can't also say I can't afford
because then when they say I can't afford, we look down on them and then we kill their ego. And I don't even want to talk about ego. It's not like it's anything good, but we kill their spirit. And then they come home, and when they come home, the women are here. You can't eat it, you can't eat it, you can't eat it. And then the man will leave. Exactly. And he will go find himself another woman who will accept him.
Exactly. So it's a huge problem how we treat each other in society. And the way we groom our kids and our brothers. I always tell my brother, you don't slang. There's this thing and I'm like, you know what I mean?
And some of these things are really funny. We
laugh.
It's funny. It's not funny. It's serious.
And speaking of funny, my mentor also like saying it's in the jokes.
It's in the jokes where the real issue is.
Yes. People are most honest when they say I'm joking. You must know they're not joking.
I saw a meme and someone was saying, my manager once said to me, I must be a sex operator. And then he laughed. And I said to him, she must question the joke.
Yes.
I said to him, what do you mean? And then he said, no, it's just a joke. And I said, explain it to me. And then suddenly when he's explaining, he's no longer laughing. To show that it's not funny.
Exactly.
So explain the joke. Stop talking.
And then
hashtag stop talking.
It's just as simple as that. I'm gonna buy you.
And
how important is stock in your life? Can you live if stock is not there in your life? How easy is it to sell the stock? To just give it away. Discount them. Guys, stock was avocado. And you're like, no, you're my ordinary customer. You can have the stock. So the words that people use to call women, it's not okay.
It's disturbing.
It's not okay. It's not okay. So my brother did that this one time. He's like, hey, I guess stock was avocado. And I'm like, if you do that with your friends, you're not going to do it here.
Not in front of me.
You know?
And we must call them out.
You're going to respect women. You've been raised by women. You need to respect women.
And then the thing that anything,
Exactly. Exactly.
Do you know what monna akayama alo from mahai? For urine ka mama ka ejo.
So we need to build a society that of men that see women like their mothers, like their sisters. I always say that it's not painful until it happens to you.
Until it happens to somebody close to you.
Yes.
Until suddenly the girl that gets killed is your little sister.
Related to you somehow.
Then you get it.
Yes.
And have you seen how the brothers don't want any other guy to date their little sisters?
Exactly. What is so bad? You know?
Yes, because they know themselves.
Exactly. It's very sad because even on Facebook alone you have so many rape apologists. I need to mention that the highest number of rape apologists I know is women, which is very disturbing. The women are the ones who are going to question what you were wearing. The women are the ones that are going to question what you were doing there. You know, we have no mercy for each other. But I wanted to mention that there was a thread going on Twitter, and someone is asking, if your girlfriend got raped, would you still be with them? And the men were like, no, damaged goods. And I'm like, until it happens to someone close to you, you know, until it happens to your sister, would you still call them damaged goods? You know, we need to reset our mentalities. We need to bring it.
There's a work that needs to happen.
Yes.
And what's working, this is the right platform where young people come. We come here, we sit down and we talk. Because there's a lot going on and we need to talk about it.
Yes.
And we must be a generation that talks about these things and we sort it out. Because it needs to be sorted out. We must be a generation of women who will say, we are going to put our men first and help them get things right. And the men must be a generation of young men who are going to say, we are going to put our sisters first, our women first. You know what I do at my home? What we do, let me say what we do. When my husband has money, he buys me things in the expense of himself. Like, he has nothing. Instead of buying something for himself, he would buy for me. When I get money, instead of buying something for myself, I buy for him. So we have one rule in the family. Put me first and I will put you first. That's what we do. And at the end of the day, we find ourselves here. Because you are putting me first, I'm putting you first, so we are here.
That's what love is. That's what love is.
And I feel so grateful that I get to sit here and have tea with you and do K-Mesh, and I'm not getting any income, but my husband makes sure that I get to sit here.
Exactly.
You know, he makes sure that I have a roof over my head, that I can sit here and
That's another thing about the rule young men must provide.
Yeah.
We start putting it into our heads so much that we think we are so deserving of love, and you know, people must treat us like this and like this, and we don't think to say, how do I, common courtesy, how do I treat him the same, you know, because I say I love him too.
Yeah.
Why should he be the one focusing and better, you know?
Sure.
You need to put yourself in that state to say it's love, and when you love somebody, you care about them that much.
You give,
and their shortcomings.
And the more you give, the more he also gives.
Exactly. And their shortcomings, they're human, guys. They're human.
Guys!
Queen
Posh is here. We did the things. We are buying the brand. Loud, like Queen Posh is the brand that speaks to women, about women, for women, and also educating the women to do better. I'm so excited. What are we gonna get? What should we look forward to from Queen Posh?
Okay, so this month is my birthday month.
Yes. Since you got the picnic, I got you the picnic. Yes.
Thank you. So I'm working on beautiful jackets. I'm working on this amazing jackets, and you guys can find them on my social media pages. Yeah. I can't give out my numbers because stalkers.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'll be posting them all over my social platforms. And whatnot, you know. They're amazing. Yo, they look
very nice.
They're nice, guys.
Okay.
They're nice.
So you better get your girlfriend the jacket to say, I celebrate you as a woman. I love you. I'm gonna do better as a man. And you women, you better get your sister or your friend that jacket to say, you know what? I love you as a sister. You are beautiful. I'm celebrating you as a sister. We are gonna do this together. I'm gonna hold your hand. You hold my hand. Let's do socials while we are here. Where do we get them?
Okay, I just wanted to add on that to say you can also buy the jacket for yourself.
Yes.
You need to love yourself
as well.
So,
Yes.
yeah. So on Facebook it's Queen Posh. On Twitter is @QueenPosh. Is it what? At Twitter it's @Queen_Posh with double S. The Posh is double S. And on Instagram is the same at Queen_Posh with double S.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, that's how we get the jacket. What should we look forward to? What are your aspirations? What are your goals? Where are we going as Propaganda Arts, as Lerato, as Queen Posh?
We are going. The dream is clear. Queen Posh as a brand needs to go forward. It needs to be bigger. It needs to do better. And Propaganda Arts also, it's doing well. I must say it's doing well. The people I'm working with at the moment are doing an amazing job. So soon, commercials there, films were there. So yeah, it's doing very well. And the Taylor Studios are coming.
They're coming. Amen. We look forward to the studios. Now, the studios in Propaganda Arts Studios. Yes! We are looking forward to the studios.
Yes.
Alright, I have 3 last questions. Looking at where you are currently in your life, are you happy?
I'm content. I'm content. I've been living for 28 years, guys. That's a lot. I've come to a place where I'm comfortable with myself and I'm happy with myself and the person that I'm becoming, and I'm content. Yes.
Sure. Okay. Looking at everything happening in all areas of your life, in brand, in relationships, in everything, what do you want to say to yourself? I want you to say, Lerato.
Lerato, you can always do better than you're doing. Yeah, it's possible. It's endless. It's endless, and you can always improve, and you can always change. You can always grow anytime, and it's okay. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to let things not go the way they have to go. It's okay. It will come together eventually. Don't rush yourself.
So beautiful. It's okay.
Yeah.
It will all fall into place. Don't rush yourself. Keep at it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I want you to look into the camera and I want you to say something to another young person watching you. Anything.
Another young person. To you. I want to say it's not easy. No one said it's going to be easy. And it doesn't mean it's impossible. It doesn't mean it's impossible. But everything is possible if you keep pushing hard enough. So when life pushes, push harder. Push harder. Go for it. Yeah.
Hey! Miss Wheeler, guys, what an amazing episode with Queen Posh. Oh my God, you brought so much heartfelt conversations that have always been in my heart, but I don't want to push it on people, but you brought it up naturally, and I'm so glad. I am very happy to have you here. I'm very excited to air this episode. I look forward to your comments.
Yes.
How do you feel? How's the experience?
The experience is amazing.
Even though you didn't get to experience the real set, but
this is perfect.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
The experience is it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
I've been waiting to come here. Really.
Now we know what you are bringing here, and we are very grateful.
Yeah.
You guys, thank you so much for watching. Yeah, another thing that I want to say, you guys, don't take it for granted when I tell you guys that I'm really grateful for you loyal people who keep watching, who look forward to the stories that I air. Thank you so much. And for the nice messages that you guys sent to me, I really appreciate it, you guys. Sometimes we need encouragement. I'm telling you guys, the past week has been hectic. Literally, you guys, do you know I went to Johannesburg in pajamas? And I went to Sandton in pajamas. And I went to Forest Hill in pajamas. I also went to Krugersdorp in pajamas. I went to Cracklestown in pajamas because Bupila has been. I was like, I'm going to be comfortable. I'm just going to do this thing. I'm going to be kind to myself. pajama. Literally, I saw myself walk into Cradlestone Mall in pajamas. If y'all saw me, please don't share me. If you took a picture of me, don't share. Delete me. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the love, for the prayers, for the messages. I really appreciate it. You guys, if you have a story that you know could encourage somebody out there, your story of your hustle, your taking, your trying, your pushing harder, as Queen Posh said, and you want to come through and sit here around my fire and have a conversation with me, you know what to do. All you gotta do is email me. But also, if you just want to heal, if you think there's a healing that needs to take place in here, I'm here for you. I'm your girl. You just come sit here and cry. I have a whole box of tissues. By the way, Twin Saver, I need a few more boxes. Do your thing. So I know we are hurting you guys, and you know, societal standards, it's a lot. We need to talk about what it means to be a young man in South Africa today, a young woman in South Africa today. How are we gonna do better as South Africans, as Africans? How are we gonna do better? How are we gonna do better? How are we gonna do better? Because we gotta do better for ourselves, our children, and the coming generation. So you guys come through, let's have these conversations. It is only through sitting together as young people and conversing about these things that we're gonna do better as a society. So you guys, I'm looking forward to your emails. I'm looking forward to your comments. Hashtag #StokokiIng. Don't forget to give me that hashtag #StokokiIng. You guys, you know how we do it here at K-Mesh. My campfires keep burning, my coffee remains hot, and my cup stays full, and my heart, you guys, my heart keeps on giving. My name is K-Mesh, so you know what? You get your tissues and let's go.